Hi, I'm Matthew Hussey, and in the next few minutes, I'll teach you how to get absolutely everything you want out of life. I'll do this by revealing to you the formula, the never-before-released secret I've discovered that only the most elite group of celebrities, politicians, and business superstars know. Once you learn the formula, you'll instantly have power, charisma, and influence in every situation, no matter how shy or introverted you are right now. No matter how ordinary you think you are today, when you apply the formula, you can start living an extraordinary life tomorrow. Become a world-class speaker, a captivating storyteller, a master conversationalist, a powerful negotiator, an irresistible date, and the life of any party. You'll become so influential that your boss will want to promote you. Your friends will think you're utterly fascinating, and men will fight each other just to get a chance to speak to you. You'll discover how to package all of the amazing qualities you already have and sell yourself to the world in a way that finally gets you the attention, recognition, love, and success that you've always deserved. Never again will the loudest person in the room steal your glory. At last, you'll get the credit for being the amazing person you are. You'll break out of your rut and discover how to live life on an entirely new level that brings infinite joy, love, satisfaction, and a deep sense of purpose. The best part is, it doesn't matter if you weren't born with natural charisma or if you don't come from money or privilege. When you apply the formula to your life exactly as it is today, a world of opportunities beyond your wildest dreams will open up to you. How do I know this? Because when I discovered the formula, it changed my life practically overnight. I'm Matthew Hussey, and I went from being a painfully introverted kid, bankrupt, living in a trailer just outside of London, with zero important contacts or impressive credentials, to living in Hollywood, speaking in front of thousands, becoming an in-demand radio and television personality, creating my own global brand, and, best of all, being able to help out my family. And all by using the formula I'm about to share with you. Now, before I reveal the formula that I discovered, I need you to give me your full attention, because this presentation won't be available online forever. It contains powerful material that I've been perfecting for years and that I plan on using in my live seminars in the future. I guarantee it's worth you devoting a few short minutes right now to unlock these life-changing secrets. So close your email, Facebook, and whatever else may distract you, and make sure you watch this video right now before you lose out forever. Take a deep breath and imagine yourself walking into any room, and within seconds, you own it. What do you picture? Is it a party? A boardroom? A bar filled with handsome, eligible men? It doesn't matter which, because I'm going to teach you how to feel calm, confident, and certain in every situation you encounter. Let's say you're meeting a friend for a drink after work. You walk into the bar just as your text message goes off. Running a few minutes late, your friend texts. You don't know a soul, but you walk confidently up to the bar, order your favorite drink, and strike up a conversation with the handsome man next to you. By the time your friend arrives, you're surrounded by 6 new friends, talking and laughing. At the end of the night, as you walk out of the bar with a handful of exciting new business contacts and a hot date lined up, you overhear 2 women talking about you. Did you meet her? She's amazing. Now imagine you're at a dinner party being held in your honor. You're seated at the head of the table, surrounded by your closest friends, and you're bringing the house down with one of your most hilarious stories. You have everyone captivated, hanging on your every word. Now you're in a conference room, seated amongst your most powerful work colleagues, most of whom are men. With unshakable confidence, you share your ideas and you feel heard. When someone challenges you, you're able to speak up and confidently defend your point, and you feel respected. You see your boss look over at you and beam a proud smile. Excellent work, he says. Next, you're in a new room. Oh, look, it's your boss's office. He's offering you a promotion after your amazing performance in that meeting. You know you've earned it, but it's almost too good to believe because it came to you so easily. And now you're at a romantic restaurant, seated across from a handsome man. No first date jitters for you. You feel your most fun, flirty, beautiful self. The conversation just flows, and you know exactly how to move the topic from small talk to a deep, meaningful connection. By the night's end, he's begging to see you again. Once you know the formula, you won't have to imagine these scenarios anymore. They'll actually happen to you in every situation you find yourself in, all without trying hard, putting on an act, or memorizing a script. This new captivating you is just who you are all the time. And I'm not just talking about the highlights of your life. These extraordinary moments will happen in your daily life. Now, based on where you are today, this might all sound hard to believe. But stick with me here, because I'm going to show you exactly how I did this myself and how you can too. I want to let you in on an incredible secret I discovered, a life-changing secret that I stumbled on in a completely unexpected way. But first, let me ask you, have you ever noticed someone walk into a room and turn every single head? There's just something about them that lights up the room. Have you ever wondered why some people exude confidence and charisma, always know the right thing to say, and are able to charm everyone around them? You can't put your finger on what it is exactly, but they just have it. Life just seems to come easier to people who have it. They get the attention, they get the promotions, they get access to the best parties, and they get the dates. Doesn't it drive you crazy wondering why some people who have this thing are able to achieve so much in life almost effortlessly, while smarter, more talented, and harder working people like you get left in the dust? I know I've felt this way too. And like you, I had always assumed that these people were just born with something special. I assumed that they had won the genetic jackpot and were destined to live life on a level that I would never even glimpse. I figured the success and opportunities they had were reserved for people of wealth, privilege, and connections. Nothing an average Joe like me could ever dream of experiencing. Well, I used to think that, until I had a mind-blowing, life-changing revelation in the most unexpected of places. Sitting in front of the TV. Let me explain. A few years ago, I was sitting at a friend's house in London on a Tuesday night, and on TV in the background was a Chris Rock stand-up comedy special. My friend and I were talking when Chris started in on a hilarious joke that grabbed our attention. That's when something weird happened. Chris was telling this elaborate joke, but every few seconds, his suit would change. I had to double take to make sure my eyes weren't playing tricks on me. His clothes changed 3 different times in a minute, but nothing else changed a bit. The wording of the joke was the same, his gestures were the same, and the way he walked was exactly the same. In fact, the joke was delivered so seamlessly that if I closed my eyes, I would never have known that anything was different. I checked the program info, and then it all made sense. This comedy special was edited together from 3 different shows Chris had done. One in London, one in New York, and one in Johannesburg. And right there, in that moment, I had a massive realization. In 3 completely different locations, on completely different occasions, Chris Rock had delivered the exact same joke, the exact same way, and each time making it look like he was spontaneously coming up with it right then and there. Now, there's no denying that Chris Rock has it. That magical something that makes him confident, powerful, and infinitely likable. But I realized that in Chris's case, it is not something he was born with. It is something he carefully plans and executes down to the most minute detail for maximum impact. In other words, he learned how to have it. And if he could learn it, so could I. But what exactly is it? I became obsessed with this question, and after carefully studying other celebrities, politicians, and business giants who had it, I came to the conclusion that it is impact. A combination of confidence, charisma, and influence that sets extraordinary people apart from ordinary people. Then and there, I made it my mission to figure out how I too could have impact. Now, it's not our fault that people like you and I didn't start out with impact. It has nothing to do with not being smart enough, good-looking enough, or talented enough. There's a reason why less than 0.1% of the people in the world have impact. As I discovered, the impact formula is a closely guarded secret that is passed among a select group of people. In fact, people with impact want you to think that they're spontaneous and naturally gifted. They want you to think that their actions aren't conscious, so they don't ever want to reveal the formula. But the shocking truth I discovered is that these people aren't born with any special gifts. They've learned the secrets to impact, and they carefully plan their actions to get the most out of every situation they're in. Now, nobody taught me how to have impact, but I'm proud to say I cracked the code. After years of trial and error and studying people of impact, I broke my way into this insider world and transformed my own life from completely ordinary to quickly achieving my dreams. Now that I've figured out the formula and seen its meteoric results in my own life, I'm not going to keep it to myself. I want to share it with you today. But why am I giving away the closely guarded secrets that only larger-than-life people know? I'll tell you why in just a moment. First, you're probably wondering who I am and how the formula changed my life. I'm Matthew Hussey, and I'm a world-renowned relationship coach and a New York Times best-selling author. I have my own national radio show. I've been given my own television show. Rachel Ray, Katie Couric, Ryan Seacrest, and many others frequently invite me on their shows to share my advice, and I'm also the resident love expert on the Today Show. I've had the privilege of working with royalties and celebrities like Christina Aguilera and Eva Longoria. I've also coached over 100,000 people around the world in my live seminars, and my training videos have reached over 15 million people around the world. But don't let the magazines and the red carpet shots fool you. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a regular guy from the East End of London who's living in LA. Even though I'm far from being a movie star, I get treated like one. And it's all because I discovered the formula for having impact. I didn't change anything about myself to achieve these levels of success. I didn't change the way I look. I didn't get smarter. I didn't have to step on people in order to get ahead. I didn't scream louder than others to be heard. I simply made a few changes to the way I packaged and presented my personal brand. And that's what finally gave me impact that suddenly kicked open the doors to success and opportunity beyond my wildest imagination. So by now you know that I'm not one of those lucky people who gets everything handed to them on a silver platter. I don't come from wealth and privilege. My family all grew up in a gritty part of the East End of London. And without giving away details that they wouldn't want me to divulge, we were in and out of bankruptcy. Even when we thought we had caught a break, my dad lost everything, went bankrupt again, and we moved from the house we loved into a trailer. There I shared bunk beds with two of my brothers in a room that's half the size of the closet I have now. When I finally left school, I was in massive debt and had no money to invest in anything. To paint you a picture, when I started my coaching business, I was meeting clients in Starbucks because I had nowhere else to go. I gave seminars in a friend's apartment bedroom with my audience sitting on the bed. And once I found a kind soul who was willing to loan me a space to work, I slept on my office floor. I didn't have connections. When I started out, I didn't know anyone of any importance. No one I grew up with had any contacts that were of any real use to me. I was on my own. I had zero self-confidence. I grew up insecure and introverted. People don't tend to believe me when I say that now, but it's the truth. I worried what everyone thought of me. I never talked to girls I was attracted to, let alone ask them out, and I hid in the corner at parties. In spite of these barriers, by age 22, I was traveling the world giving speeches to some of the most incredible Fortune 500 companies in the world, like Morgan Stanley, Procter & Gamble, and Virgin, that would normally hire speakers 20 years my senior. In just a few short years, I've written a New York Times bestseller, starred on TV shows, been given my own national radio show, and I've built a company from scratch that is now a leader in its field. And I did all this while competing with people who have many more credentials on paper than I do. So how did I transform my life from having nothing to achieving heights that I never thought possible? Well, I worked hard, that's a given. But I wish I could tell you how many thousands of people I met along the way who also worked hard and ended up with nothing. As Samuel L. Jackson says in the final basketball game of the movie Coach Carter, just because you deserve this, it doesn't mean they're going to give it to you. Sometimes you've got to take what's yours. Unfortunately, I've seen far too many people who don't get what they deserve in life. Good, kind-hearted women who never find the love of their lives. Or when they do get into a relationship, they're walked all over. Hard-working women who get passed over for raises and promotions or never see the big payoff at the end of all of that hard work. Talented women who watch less talented people rise up the ranks ahead of them. It's sad to see, and I've watched it happen over and over again. People losing out, not because they're not trying hard enough, but because they didn't have the right people skills. So what was I doing differently? I used the formula. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is in just a moment. First, let me just say that it took me over a decade to figure this out. I studied the behavior of celebrities, politicians, and business superstars. I read every people skills manual I could get my hands on. I researched countless books on psychology, body language, social skills, negotiation, sales, and more. I took every course on interpersonal dynamics I could get into. But most of all, it took years of trial and error to arrive at the formula. And when I say trial and error, that means a lot of embarrassing and costly mistakes until I figured it out. I approached beautiful women and struck out spectacularly. I once gave a speech where an entire row of the audience stood up and walked out 5 minutes in. I even bombed a job interview so badly that the head of the company cursed me out using language that's not even fit to repeat here. But once I did discover the formula and applied it to my life, little old broke me with no money, no training, no contacts, and no confidence, I got meteoric results practically overnight. Doors that I'd previously tried to beat down for years simply swung open for me. It was as if the sky had opened up and opportunities rained down so quickly I had to choose which to pursue. My dreams were coming true so fast I had to dream up new ones every day. I wanted to write a book to help women find the love of their lives. I wrote a New York Times bestseller and my readers' wedding announcements came pouring in. I wanted to reach a larger audience than I was capable of with my one-to-one coaching. I now travel the world on speaking tours and captivate crowds of thousands. I wanted to get my message out on TV. I was given a starring role on a primetime network show and have become a fixture on morning talk shows. My wishes were all granted just like that. And did the formula work for the women I coached? You bet. Women who came to me desperate for a relationship, applied the formula and went on to meet and marry the love of their lives. Women who were unsure of their career path landed their dream jobs, smashed through glass ceilings and rose to the top of their fields. Women who were once shy and insecure were suddenly able to charm anyone instantly and create lifelong impressions. Women who had no social life to speak of began creating amazing friendships, getting invited to the hottest parties, and enjoying the celebrity VIP treatment. Once I'd proven the formula time and time again with both my own success and the success of my private clients, word got around and people were begging me to teach it to them. So I got an idea. I decided to do a weekend seminar for a tiny group of people to teach them these skills. The results were incredible. The attendees have never stopped talking about it since. That was over 4 years ago. And every single week I get emails from them telling me what they're now doing. Telling me that using these skills, they just negotiated a higher salary, that they just found the love of their life, or that they just got promoted. Many of them now have powerful businesses that they started. 4 years on, they're feeling the impact every single day. And I'm going to share the formula with you today. Are you ready? Great. There are 5 life-changing secrets to making an impact. Used together, this magical combination of 5 secrets makes up the formula. The formula will make you the most captivating person in any room and transform every interaction you'll have, whether it's your career, your social life, or your love life. It allows you to package your best qualities and sell yourself so effectively that you'll be able to get everything you want in every part of your life. This is important. So grab a pen and paper and get ready to write these 5 secrets down. Secret 1. Be a mood creator, not a mood seeker. Think of the most charismatic people you know. The people who light up a room wherever they go. What you'll notice about them is that they elevate the mood of the people around them. Most people in life don't make an impact. The reason is because they're always looking to somebody else to determine the energy of the room. Low-value people are seeking out positive energy. High-value people can create positive energy. Low-value people walk into a room and say, "Who's here?" High-value people walk into a room and say, "I'm here." See, this may sound like an obvious distinction, but most people in the world will never make it. People want to be around people who make them feel good. In their career, people of impact make their colleagues feel like winners, and as such, they become winners in other people's eyes. In their love life, they don't complain about their past, they're excited about their future. They set the tone for how they want to be treated by the way they treat their partner, and they command respect by respecting themselves first. In their social life, they don't resort to trying to achieve status by bragging about themselves or by criticizing others to make their own status seem higher. Simply put, when you have impact, you make others feel as though they are at their best in your presence. Secret 2. Don't get ready, stay ready. We all want to be at our best in the big moments in life. A job interview, a speech, an important meeting, a date. Most people make the mistake of cramming to prepare for these moments, which leaves them feeling anxious, exhausted, and ironically, not very prepared at all. What if you didn't have to psych yourself up for these big moments, but always felt ready for them, even if they took you by surprise? That's the second key to impact. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Having impact is not about switching yourself on in the moment when you need it. It's about constantly being ready in your most charismatic state. It's about bumping into your dream business contact in an elevator and instantly being able to sell yourself. It's about getting a last-minute invitation to a party and holding court with your already perfected funny stories. It's unexpectedly meeting your dream man and being at your most charming and attractive. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be pretending all the time or plastering a fake smile on your face all day. That's what people without impact have to resort to, and frankly, it's exhausting. When you have impact, you can finally relax in high-pressure situations and enjoy the moment because you'll instinctively know what to do and say. With just a few small tweaks, you'll be prepared for any situation. You'll always have just the right story, anecdote, joke, and topic of conversation at the ready. And, just like Chris Rock, you'll be able to deliver it confidently, charismatically, and as if you just thought of it right there on the spot. Most people think that amazing storytellers are born that way. They're not. They're just prepared, and you can learn how to be too. Secret 3. Knowing your unique selling points, your USPs. Everyone has qualities that set them apart. To have impact, you need to showcase yours. What are your unique selling points? Do you speak Italian? Play the cello? Have you traveled to Prague? Do you love gourmet cooking or modern architecture? Even if you think you don't have one interesting USP at the moment, your journey to discovering yours starts today. You can begin to completely reinvent yourself right now. How exciting is that? As George Eliot said, it's never too late to be what you might have been. So what intrigues you? What are you passionate about? Figure it out, then pursue it. It doesn't have to be a big commitment either. Try doing something new for 1 hour a week. That alone will give you something interesting to talk about. The goal isn't even necessarily mastering a task. It's about pursuing a passion. One of the greatest lessons I've ever learned is that it's just impressive when someone's passionate about something. In fact, when you have passions, it hardly even matters what they are. I'm learning Mandarin, for example. I find it a fascinating language. I can tell you that even though I'm not fluent, even just knowing a few key phrases impresses just about everyone I meet more than I deserve credit for. Knowing your USPs is the secret to nailing a job interview because it enables you to sell yourself and stand out from the competition. It not only gives you fascinating topics to discuss over dinner, but your USPs make you a better dater because you're confident about what you bring to the relationship. Your USPs are especially valuable when it comes to working a room. Rather than engaging in the same old small talk, being able to share about your passions makes for deeper conversations and more meaningful connections. It's also what will draw people to you like a magnet. Secret 4. Always add value. One of the biggest rules of having impact is to stop focusing on what you want and start focusing on what they need. It's about giving value versus taking value and learning to develop a greater understanding of people's motivations. Take a lesson from the actor George Clooney, who gave some incredible advice to aspiring actors going through auditions on the show Inside the Actor's Studio. When Clooney was young, he used to be terrible in auditions. He would go into the room thinking, God, I hope these people like me and that I don't screw up. and he would lose his nerve trying so hard to win them over. Everything changed when he had a realization. Instead of thinking from his own point of view, he thought about it from the other side of the room. When you're the producer or director actually giving the audition, every time you see a new actor, you think, please let this guy be the savior of the movie. Let him do it well. When George realized what the director needed, he suddenly saw that he was asking himself the wrong question. Instead of asking, how can I make these people like me? His question became, how can I solve their problem? Or more accurately, what do I offer these people that they really want? By changing his perspective, it totally took away from his nerves because he wasn't just focused on getting a break, he was now putting his mind to adding value. Now let's apply this to your life. At work, rather than focusing on the next promotion or pay raise, focus on adding value to your team. What project can you take on before your boss even asks? How can you go the extra mile for your client? Add value to your love life by bringing positive energy to your dates. Listen. Have 3 interesting topics ready to discuss. For example, what's going on in the news, what you're reading right now, and a trip that you'd love to take. Don't let fear of change or jealousy stand in your way of being someone who adds value to her friendships. Support your friends and help them move toward their goals rather than standing in their way. These small tweaks take very little effort, but they will make you indispensable to the most important people in your life. Secret 5. Never compromise your standard. In order to have true impact, you need to set a standard for yourself and live up to it. How do you want to live your life? How will you treat others? What are your expectations of yourself? Here's an example. I have a friend who works in the entertainment industry. His standard for his career is that he is a giving person. He gives regardless of what comes back to him. He chooses to spend less time with people who only take and never give, and is careful about how close he lets them into his life. But his standard of being a giving person doesn't change around them. I have another friend whose standard in her social life is not to gossip. She says that she doesn't gossip because it attracts insecure people who are more interested in leveling the playing field with others than actually growing. That's one of the key principles of impact. Be the person who's talked about, in a good way of course, not the person who talks about others. What about standards in relationships? For most people, the moment they feel hurt, insecure, or jealous, they immediately start to lower their standards. They play games back, they try to make the other person jealous, they stop texting them, all to try to manipulate the situation. Here's how a person of impact handles it when they're being treated badly. They don't stop being the amazing person that they are. In that moment, more than ever, they stay devoted, loyal, loving, and positive, with the quiet knowledge that if someone doesn't meet their standard, they can turn and walk away at any moment. In all areas, your standard provides your compass by which to live your life. Remember, if you don't determine who you are today, the world will determine it for you. So now you must be thinking, okay, Matt, I now see that the people who have impact aren't born with it and that they plan it out. And I understand that in order to get impact and create the life I've always wanted, I've got to use the formula. But how do I actually do it? Well, I'll tell you. Since the results of my first impact seminar was so powerful, I decided to do the event one more time. Only this time, I brought along a world-class film crew and recorded the entire thing, all 11 hours. I'd had 3 years between these 2 seminars to refine the material, tweak the techniques, and take it to a whole new level. It was everything I'd ever taught in the first seminar, only better, because I had time to hone in on the exact ingredients of success and discover new techniques to get rapid results. The thing that shocked me after the second time round was that this time the results from the event weren't the same incredible results people got from the first event. They were even better. Here's a great example. A dentist named James came to my impact seminar. His practice was doing okay, but he wanted to find a way to take his business to the next level. Within months of my seminar, he had created a dental practice that is on the cutting edge. He developed his own app, he wrote a book teaching other dentists how to build their business, and now he's delivering presentations to audiences of thousands. He was even named the most influential person in UK dentistry 2 years running. Now, I know that on the surface, being a dentist might not seem like the sexiest profession, but through the power of impact, James transformed into a rock star of the dentistry world. I was so thrilled about results like James. I knew I had to get this into the hands of as many people as I could, because I discovered a simple yet incredibly powerful formula that anyone could use to break out of their rut and get everything they want in life. I didn't just want the formula to be reserved for the elite group of insiders who had always kept it secret, or just for the select people who could attend one of my live seminars. My driving passion is to help people achieve the lives of their dreams. I wanted to share what I'd learned with as many people as I could so that they could elevate their lives the way I'd elevated my own. I realized that video was the best way to reach as many people as possible. So I got to work, putting hours and hours of time into creating a video from my second seminar. I stayed up through the night editing the footage with my team. I didn't sleep. I was so immersed in the process I even forgot to eat. I missed out on parties and passed on dates, all so I could turn this video footage into the ultimate home study program. When it was complete, I had a deep feeling of satisfaction that I'd created a life-changing program filled with groundbreaking techniques that anyone could learn from anywhere in the world. The result is impact. How to sell yourself and get anything you want. A comprehensive 11-part video training program that teaches you the formula to create an extraordinary life from ordinary circumstances. This program shows you, step by step, how to take the formula I shared with you today and design your own plan for success in both your professional life and your personal life. With Impact, you'll learn how to be high value in every area of your life. You'll discover how to be treated like a VIP anytime, anywhere, no matter what your resources. It's a tool belt to elevate your status so that your looks, finances, and where you came from are irrelevant. Wherever you are in the world, even if you just have the clothes on your back, you can still walk into any room and be liked, admired, attractive, and influential. This means not only a set of practical skills in talking the talk and looking the part, but adopting an entire lifestyle that people around you will envy and want to be part of. It's about turning your life into an amazing experience where people will beg to come along for the ride. If you want to stop just going through the motions of your daily grind and start living your life with the kind of purpose that makes an impact on the world around you, then this program is for you. So what exactly will you learn in Impact? Here's just a sampling of the life-changing techniques you'll discover. How does the world perceive you? Shy? Insecure? Invisible? It's time to change all that, and it only requires a millimeter shift from you. In my technique, the forest fire effect, I teach you this amazing trick that allows you to change the world's perception of you by only tweaking 5% of your personality. You'll be amazed when you see how little effort is actually required to get people to see you as powerful, capable, engaging, and confident. The body language of impact. You'll get step-by-step instructions on how to stand, sit, move, gesture, breathe, and speak to make the maximum impression on everyone you come into contact with. I'll teach you a simple tweak that will magically transform you from shy and feeling like everything you say is boring to a master conversationalist. Once you learn these easy-to-apply tricks, your confidence will skyrocket and everyone will be vying to talk to you. I'll teach you intriguing conversation starters, surprising and fascinating topics, and how to bring out the best in everyone you meet, which is the secret to being infinitely likable. And you do not want to miss my 3 magic words that pique anyone's interest. How to endear yourself to absolutely everyone. I'll teach you a trick that inspires undying devotion in every kind of relationship, whether it's with your boss, a friend, a stranger, or that handsome man you're hoping will ask you on a date. This is so simple you can do it dozens of times a day, yet most people will never even realize it or do it at all. I'll also teach you instant emotional strength. The techniques I teach you in Module 6 make you impervious to negativity, allow you to speak your mind effectively, and help you win an argument every time. If you've ever felt flustered, disrespected, or like you don't have a voice in relationships, this module is for you. Networking like a pro. Discover how to create enviable business connections and how to use those connections to catapult yourself ahead of everyone you work with. You'll learn the secret to being unfazable. This one quality unites all people with impact. I'll teach you how to remain calm in any situation and never get thrown off of your game. You'll learn how to systematically desensitize yourself to risk, to overcome your fear of confrontation, and to deliver your opinion in a powerful and effective way. If you suffer from the crippling fear of a constant need to be liked by others, this technique alone is going to change everything for you. Just imagine how freeing it will be to finally be able to walk into a room and not worry what people are thinking about you. With impact, you'll do just that. I'll also teach you how to work any room. What do you do when you walk into a party or a business function? If you find yourself feeling insecure, wandering around aimlessly, and looking to others to see how you measure up, Module 10 is for you. And just so that there's no ambiguity on how to do this, I literally get audience members up on stage and do a walkthrough of a social situation. After you learn my techniques to work a room, you'll be able to go anywhere and feel confident that you've brought your best self. You'll finally have that elusive but oh so sexy quality of certainty, the ability to look anyone in the eye and speak with conviction. Having trouble remembering names? Not anymore. I'll give you 3 solid techniques for committing every name to memory so that you make everyone around you feel important and special. Oh, and you don't want to miss the hilarious example I give you to remember my name. And trust me, you'll never forget it. I'll teach you my method for mastering the art of storytelling. I studied the best storytellers in the world and made a fascinating discovery. I found that most of the stories that had people captivated not only had very little adventure or action going on in them, but many times there was almost nothing to them at all. That's right, the best storytellers can make anything interesting. Yet storytelling ability is essential if you want to have impact. If you can do it effectively, you can sell your best qualities to anyone you meet. In my program, I'll reveal the essential components to a compelling story and show you how to communicate your most sparkling character traits in a humorous and humble way. Now, I could keep going, but I've barely scratched the surface of what I cover in my Impact program, and it's about time to wrap this up. So by now, I know you understand how valuable having impact really is to every aspect of your life. But just close your eyes for a moment and imagine. I'm serious, really close your eyes. And just for a moment, imagine that woman who has the effortless charisma of impact. See that handsome man at the bar over there that everybody else is too scared to talk to? No problem. She walks right over and within minutes is making him laugh. Next, she's walking into her local coffee shop and everyone knows her. The barista welcomes her by name and starts making her favorite drink. She's chatting up everyone in line and making the people behind the counter smile when a handsome man walks in and sees her, the most popular girl in the room. Who is she? He's got to know. Now it's a Saturday morning, and she was so busy at work all week she didn't plan anything for the weekend. She wakes up, makes her coffee, and stands there in the kitchen thinking about her Saturday. Oh, she thinks, I know. She grabs her phone and dials up that amazing new restaurant with the outdoor seating. Hi, Bradley, she says to the manager. They're good friends after the chat they had the last time she dined there. Sorry it's such short notice, but can you do a brunch for 8 in an hour? For you, anything, says Bradley. You've got my best outdoor table. I'll see you soon. Then she group texts her 7 best girlfriends. Meet me at Josephine's for brunch in an hour. It's on me. We're celebrating my promotion. This woman is the ultimate people magnet. And because of that, people invite her everywhere, offer her jobs, give her discounts, and ask her on dates. She has it all. And it's because she's a master with people. Now imagine that that woman is you. When you get impact, it will be. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're painfully shy, single, broke, without a friend or a business contact to your name. Apply the impact formula to your life just as it is now, and you'll get instant access to a world that most people never even get a glimpse of. Finally, unlike other people, You're on the inside. Living this life is hard to describe. It's like being on the guest list of a life that only 0.1% of people lead. You're not just getting access to the practical tools with this program, you're getting an entire lifestyle. I've spent the last 10 years of my life dissecting everything that it takes to have impact. And believe me, this is one area where I know what I'm talking about because I live it every day. I've reached over 15 million people through my videos alone, had audiences worldwide, and media appearances that most people in my position don't even come close to. I'm on the front lines every week using these techniques, refining them. Even as you read this, I'm probably on stage somewhere. My point is, this isn't theory. It's what I use day in and day out. Impact is my life, and I want to show you how you can do it too. With Impact, you'll get the kinds of opportunities that most people only ever dream about. The kind that people think only happens to a set of special and lucky individuals. You'll be one of those lucky individuals, except it won't be luck. You'll have the world at your feet because you decided to. While the rest of the world is just limping through life, you'll become one of those rare comets that streaks through life, lighting up everything and everyone around you, achieving dreams so fast that your biggest problem will be coming up with new dreams to achieve. So now I want to ask you, what is it really worth to you to live the life of your dreams? What is it worth to you to have unshakable confidence that allows you to own any room you walk into? What's it worth to you to always have the right thing to say, whether it be on a date, in a meeting, or in a crowd of people at a party? What's it worth to you to have a world of phenomenal opportunities open up to you so that you can achieve any dream you put your mind to? The power you get from Impact is nothing short of life-changing. I should know. It's the most personal program I've ever created. I'm out there every day using the Impact formula to sell myself and get everything I want. And now I'm pulling back the curtain and letting you see exactly how I do what I do so that you can replicate my success in your own life. To be honest, I was a bit conflicted about releasing this program. It's the same reason why I've only ever done Impact as a live seminar twice. It hits very close to home. I've always been private about this part of my life and kept my own methods to myself. Until now. So why am I revealing these secrets now? Simply put, because it's time. After I stumbled upon the idea watching that Chris Rock special many years ago, I've been tweaking, testing, and perfecting my formula to get impact. I've done years of research, spent countless hours observing other people of influence, taught my method to my private coaching clients, and, most of all, applied the impact formula to my life consistently. The results were so awe-inspiring, I frankly wanted to give it some time to be sure that they weren't some kind of fluke. But I've had almost 5 years now to prove that these amazing results are real, and impact continues to elevate my life and all who use it every single day. Now that I'm 100% sure that impact works, I'm ready to share it with you. Look, when I was starting out, if anyone I admired had said they'd created a program to have their level of impact, I would have paid any amount of money. So what is it worth to you to learn my most closely guarded secrets? If you're like most women, you've probably wasted thousands of dollars on new shoes, clothes, the latest designer handbag, or an overpriced haircut in hopes that when you walk into the room, everyone will notice you and realize how great you are. It doesn't work that way. The truth is, your personality follows you everywhere you go. Every bar, country, coffee shop, date, relationship, whether it's rainy or sunny, summer or winter. You can spend your life acquiring stuff or striving for the next big status symbol that will make you appear as if you have it all. But what's really going to make you happy is not what you own, but who you become. Impact transforms you into the person you were meant to become. The wasted money aside, what about all of your wasted time? If you're like most women, you've spent too much time of your life missing important opportunities. You lost out on that amazing job. You never got a date with that incredible guy. You got passed over for that promotion. You stood in a corner at parties while other people had all the fun. Imagine getting to the end of your life and realizing that you were never the person you wanted to be. That you spent your whole life as a diluted, lukewarm version of what you could have been. You never really left your mark on the world. How will it feel to know that people won't remember you the way you always wanted to be remembered? Impact is your insurance policy against future regret. And you're going to be amazed when you discover how affordable this life-changing program really is. Now, when I presented Impact as a weekend seminar, people fought each other to pay almost $900 per ticket for a one-time event. Given the fact that the online version of Impact is a series of high-quality videos that you can watch over and over again at your pace and convenience, my mentors told me I should price it at least $1,200. But that price didn't sit right with me. You see, I know Impact is incredibly valuable, but my mission is to help as many women as possible achieve their personal best so that they can have an extraordinary life. And I was worried that a $1,200 price tag, whilst very fair, would be out of reach for most women. So I consulted my team, and they told me that there was no way I could offer Impact for a penny less than $1,000. But I still didn't feel quite right about it. So I've decided to go against all of my mentors, something I don't normally do, by the way, and do something crazy. I'm offering a special price today to get this into the hands of the women who need it most. Today, you won't pay $1,200 for Impact. You won't even pay $1,000. By ordering today through this presentation, you'll get all 11 hours of my Impact program for one insanely low price of just $297. But I have to warn you, it's very important to me to give special attention to the women who get on my program, so I need to control the amount of people I accept. By claiming your spot on Impact today, you're getting access to a treasure trove of techniques that have been hidden for years while I've been focusing on my dating and relationship coaching business. Impact is my most anticipated program ever. I've only ever delivered this seminar 2 times. Impact is my baby. Outside of my 5-day high-value woman retreat program, this is the best thing I have ever created. And today, I'm finally ready to share it with you. Based on the buzz this program is getting and the demand we're experiencing for it, I may not be able to offer Impact for this lower price much longer. And I may even have to shut this presentation down entirely. That's why, if you leave this page, I can't promise that you'll ever get access for just $297 again. So click the button below to claim your spot on Impact right now while it's still available at all, and especially at this amazingly low price. But wait, even though the Impact program is a phenomenal value on its own, as always, I want to over-deliver for you. When you invest in the video program today, I'll also add the audio version, worth $127, absolutely free. This will make it even easier to learn my techniques because now you can not only watch it at home, but you can also listen on the go on your iPhone, iPod, tablet, or car audio system. Pretty convenient, right? But wait, there's more. I also want to give you access to Impact, tying it all together, my follow-up quick start webinar that helps you hit the ground running and put into practice all of the techniques you learn in the program. That webinar is worth $69.95. But when you grab your spot on the Impact program today, I'll throw it in absolutely free. Now, if you've ever seen my seminars, read my books, or watched my blogs, you know how I feel about mentors. Having amazing mentors is the secret to all of my success, and the guidance they've provided me with has catapulted me ahead in life further and faster than I ever could have gotten on my own. Knowing that you need good mentors is the easy part. The hard part is actually finding them and then getting them to help you. When you claim your spot on the Impact program, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. For years, I've been referring to my mentor, Steve, as my inspiration and guide for so many of my life's achievements. Today, I'm going to give you access to my exclusive 30-minute interview with Steve as he breaks down step by step how to identify the best mentors, approach them, and get them to work with you. This is worth $49.99, but I'm also giving this to you for free today. And guess what? I'm not done. You'll also get my incredible interview with Adam Gillard, an Emmy-nominated producer, writer, and coach called How to Make Friends with Important People, Even When You Think You Have Nothing to Offer. This is over an hour of powerful tips worth $77.99 that when you order now, I'll give you absolutely free. Hold on, there's more. When you start following the Impact techniques, you're going to crave more time to enjoy this amazing new life you've created. So as a bonus, I'm including my revolutionary productivity program, Week in a Day. I'll teach you step by step how to get an entire week's worth of tasks accomplished in one day. Your productivity will skyrocket and you'll cut your stress dramatically as you get things done more efficiently than you ever thought possible, allowing you more time to enjoy the VIP lifestyle you've created. Your coworkers and boss will be begging to know your secret. This program alone is worth $127.99, but it's yours today for free. And if those incredible bonuses weren't enough, I've got one last amazingly valuable gift to give you. Today, I'm going to do you a huge favor and give you access to the first part of my exclusive Masters of Impact series. I'm very fortunate at this stage of my career to have access to some of the most successful and influential people around the world, and I'm getting them to reveal their secrets to you. Think of it like an impact masterclass to continue improving your skills. This will accelerate your results from impact because you'll see the real-life application of the techniques and get even more ideas on how to utilize them in your own life. And I promise you're going to be really surprised when you see who it is and when you hear the secrets that he gives you. Now, when you add up the value of impact and all of these amazing bonuses, it comes out to $819.92. But today, I'm giving you all of this for the crazy low price of just $297. By now, I know you're just dying to get past the velvet rope. I'm going to tell you exactly how to get your access to impact and start using it immediately. Below this video, you'll see a large button. Just click that button and you'll be taken to a secure order page. Once you enter your payment details and your order is processed, you'll be taken to the members area where you can access your entire program right away. It's that easy. So click below now to get started. The bottom line is that if you follow this program, the results you'll see both in your personal and professional life will be astounding. But I don't need you to trust me on that one. All I need you to do is put impact into practice. And I've made it a really simple decision for you to make. I'm so confident that impact will work for you. I want to offer you my 100% ironclad, no questions asked, 60-day total transformation guarantee. Here's how my guarantee to you works. Get your instant access to impact right now. Watch the complete training. Use the advice and the techniques for 2 whole months. I don't want you to feel rushed at all. If you don't see a drastic improvement in your career, dating, and social life within 60 days, send me an email and I'll refund every penny to you. No catch, no questions asked. Seriously. All you have to do is say yes to trying the program. I'll take all of the risk for you because I'm certain that impact will change your life in extraordinary ways, as it has for so many other women just like you. How rare is it in life that you can come across such a risk-free, no-brainer decision? To take advantage of my 60-day total transformation guarantee I'm offering you today, just click the button below. Look, I'm going to tell you something that one of my greatest mentors, the same mentor that you're going to hear from when you get the program, told me when I thought I was at the height of my game. You're not even close to where you should be. Chances are you're not even at 45% of your potential right now. If you're a real achiever, you might be pushing 60, maybe even 70%. That's not supposed to sound patronizing. It's just the truth of nearly every person. I know that deep down, you know it too. And I have proof. Isn't it true that there have been little moments in your life where you got a glimpse of how likable, funny, charismatic, or attractive you could be? Maybe you said something that made everybody laugh. Maybe you felt particularly comfortable in your surroundings one night, so you talked to everyone. But the fact is, it felt amazing. You felt in control. Powerful. If you decide to get impact, this will be a superpower that you can call on at any minute of the day. When you see someone you're attracted to, when you run into an important business contact, when you're asked to give an impromptu speech or toast. But if you decide today to get up and walk away from this presentation, you'll never claim your right to be the captivating, charismatic, influential person you could be if you had impact. You'll sit back and watch as others who are less talented, less smart, less caring, less interesting, and less hardworking than you take what should be yours. They'll get the jobs, the promotions, the friends, the opportunities, the adventures, the husband, and the family that you deserve. You'll grow more bitter and resentful with every wedding invitation, every baby announcement, every time you get passed over for that promotion you've been working your butt off for. You'll try to write it all off as life being unfair, that these people are just lucky and you're not. But somewhere, deep down inside, you'll know the truth. You'll know that impact is something that could have been yours, and you made the choice today not to get it. You'll know that there's no one else to blame but yourself for not getting the love, respect, admiration, attraction, credit, opportunities, and attention you deserve. I could have easily slid into a life of bitterness and resentment myself. Only a few short years ago, I was sleeping on the floor of my office in London. Then I discovered impact. Now I live in Los Angeles with a thriving global business, incredible parties to go to, and a social and professional network to die for. I don't say this to impress you, by the way. I say it to show you that I was just like you and that you can easily achieve your dreams just like I did. In fact, the truth is, I never stopped being an introvert. A lot of the time, I don't even want to go to the parties I keep getting invited to. But you know what's amazing? I always have the option. I don't need to live that life every day, but choice in life is everything. You may not want to run your own business, have your own TV show, or write a best-selling book, but you may want a pay raise. You may want a better connected group of friends. You may want to double your sales. You may want to meet the love of your life. With impact, the sky's the limit, and you tailor it to what your goals are. You can settle for an ordinary life, or you can have a life that's truly extraordinary. If you don't decide today to get impact, you may never know what would have been possible for you. Okay, we've gone over a lot of information in this presentation, and you've got two choices now. Choice one, you can leave this page and decide to keep living your life as you have been. Working hard, breaking your back, struggling every day to prove yourself so you can keep inching ahead in life, all the while seething with bitterness and resentment that other people seem to effortlessly walk into amazing opportunities. And you can continue to just blame it on their luck that you never get opportunities like that for yourself. Or, choice two, you can click the button below, access your impact program, and make the decision right now to learn for yourself what those chosen few know from someone who's cracked the code. I think you'll agree that the right choice is obvious. You see, there are two types of women in this world. The women who step up when presented with an opportunity to better their lives, who say, yes, I want to learn how to live up to my potential. Women who decide not to let fear stand in their way of dreaming big dreams and doing what it takes to achieve them, especially when the formula is so shockingly easy to apply. And the women who would rather be the victim, blaming their missed opportunities and failures on circumstance, feeling spiteful toward everyone around them who get what they want. You now know that for the women who do achieve their dreams, it has nothing to do with luck or some ability they were born with. The truth is that these women have learned the secrets of impact to carefully plan their success. By the fact that you've even watched my presentation this far, I can tell that you're the type of woman who will do anything it takes to get the life that you deserve. That's why I'm handing you the secrets you need in impact, how to sell yourself and get everything you want. All you have to do is click the button below to get your instant access to these secrets. And you understand that you have a full 60 days to try the program, which makes this a very easy and risk-free decision for you. You also know that I'm offering an insanely low price of $297 and that very soon it could be raised, so you shouldn't wait another second. And I've made it clear that I'm only offering access to the first people who respond to this presentation, which means the door could close on this offer at any moment. So you understand that you must claim your spot now before your spot is taken by another woman. Click the button below and get instant access to your program right now. Now, there's one more thing I have to mention. No matter how much you've got going for you, if you don't learn how to have impact, you'll always lose out to people less talented, less loving, less hardworking, and less deserving, simply because they know how to sell themselves and you don't. You'll lose out on jobs, relationships, friends, parties, adventures, and a whole bunch of opportunities you can't even imagine would come to you. You know the woman who you see getting invited to all of the best parties, getting offered the best jobs, landing the best husband, and walking around being the popular person in life? Well, she isn't better than you. She's just better at selling herself. That's it. It's just not enough to be good and kind and smart or to have abilities. You have to be able to sell yourself. If you don't give people a fair shot at seeing how great you are, you can't get angry at them for not giving you the credit you deserve. Your impact program hands you the keys to take what you already have and sell yourself in an extraordinary way. With the techniques I'm going to teach you in the impact program, not only will you not lose out to other people, you'll be at a level of mastery with people that they could never hope to have. Not only will you know what they know, you'll have advanced skills with people they've never learned because you'll learn it all in one complete system. Don't wait one more day for your Mr. Right and your dream career, or another amazing opportunity could pass you by forever. Act right now. Click on the button below and let me teach you how to lead a life of impact. In the short time we've had together today, I've revealed to you the formula to achieve the kind of professional and personal life that most people only dream of. You now know that having impact isn't something you're born with. Impact is learned. You know that the impact formula can transform anyone from shy, awkward, and introverted to powerful, likable, and influential. And you agree that this magic formula has the power to transform your life from just ordinary to extraordinary. So since we both know this to be true, don't you agree that you should take the opportunity now, while you're in a state of certainty, to get access to your program before it's too late? It's time to stop being invisible and start shining as brightly as you were always meant to. Your program is waiting for you. Just click the button to get your instant access now. You're still here? Then perhaps you have a few questions. No problem. I'll give you the answers to the most frequently asked questions I get about my impact program. When will I receive my impact program? Immediately. You'll get instant access to the entire program. Just enter your payment information on the following secure page, and then I'll take you through to your private members-only page where you'll have full access. You'll be watching the first video within 2 minutes from now. Are DVDs available? I've made this a digital program because I wanted it to be available to you wherever you are in the world, on holiday, at a friend's house, at the office, at home. Just like the techniques in this program, I wanted the program itself to be at your fingertips whenever you need it, so that you never have to worry about broken or scratched DVDs or whether you've packed them in your suitcase. With the Impact Digital program, you can jump online, log in, and get access whenever and wherever you want. Is my credit card information secure? Your order is absolutely secure. I've carefully selected leading secure online order processing that uses 128-bit encrypted SSL technology to protect all of your payment information. All you have to do is click the button below and you'll be taken to the secure order form. How fast will I see results? Right away. Seriously. What I love about the Impact program is that it's a series of secret weapons that you can use in your everyday life right away. There isn't even a steep learning curve. It's just a matter of knowing the techniques. Some of them may take a little practice, but most of the methods are just plug and play. You can start using them today and enjoy the fruits of them immediately. And the beautiful part, of course, about this program is that it's not just relevant to one part of your life. Unlike my Love Life programs, which are very specifically tailored to your love life, this is going to benefit you in your love life, your social life, your career, your family, you name it. That's why for me, this program is such insane value, because you can apply it to everything. What if it doesn't work for me? Look, the reason I'm so confident Impact will work for you is because it worked for me and for so many people who came to my live seminars. But if it doesn't work for you for any reason, you don't pay. It's as simple as that. If for some reason I can't help you get what you want from this program, I want to return every penny to you. Just send an email to B, he's my head of customer care, at support@howtogettheguide.com. Do this within 60 days of your purchase and we'll quickly give you a 100% refund. No questions and no hassle. What if I have questions about my order? I've assigned B to personally take care of clients on this program, so if you need anything at all, just contact him and he'll help you right away. His email address again is support@howtogettheguide.com. But I promise, if you can use Facebook or email, you'll have no problems using this program. Can I just come to your live Impact seminar? Actually, I've only ever delivered Impact as a live seminar 2 times over the past 4 years, and I'm so busy running the Get the Guy tour and my High Value Woman retreats, I simply don't have time in my schedule to put on another Impact seminar in the foreseeable future. That's why I recommend that you get started with the online Impact program right now so that you don't have to wait another second to start getting results. Well, I've answered a lot of questions, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you staying until the very end of this presentation. It means the world to me, and it shows me just how interested you are in this content. So if you're still on the fence about Impact, what are you waiting for? Give it a try, and if it isn't everything I've promised, just email me and I'll give you your money back. You've already invested this much time in it today, so you're clearly not playing around and you want the material. Your only factor in making this decision is whether you'll get your money's worth. And hey, I get it. I'm a cynic myself. So give it a go and measure me on the quality of the program. I'm confident that you'll find it as life-changing as I promise it is. And whichever path you choose, whichever direction you decide to go in, I love that you're here. And I love that you're the type of person who's committed to personal growth and getting the edge in life. Wherever you are in the world, I feel connected to you for that reason alone, because it means you're just like me. I always wanted to learn. I always want to get new information. I always want to grow in every way I can, and I so appreciate that you're that type of person too. So have a wonderful day, and I hope that the Impact program brings you everything you deserve. Click the button below, and I'll see you on the other side in just a few minutes.